Hello my acolytes. It's good to get back to you regarding the Cloudbuster. Since our last update video we've been working very hard to produce measurable results. Long-time viewers will recall that we performed an ice experiment with orgone energy, leading to these results. In more recent times, we've been freezing water with organometers present and received the following. Here is without an organometer. Here is with 3. You can clearly see where the ice shade changes as the orgonomic influence stops. We continue this experiment 12 times. The results are as follows. It appears to us that the orgonomic influence caused this dome shape to the ice. We view this as highly promising. We also discovered that freezing the orgonite pyramid turns it yellow for some reason. I don't really know what this means. We also need to make some corrections from our first update video, in which I stated the orgonite pyramid didn't work. We may have been wrong. The same EMF reader said that the organometer itself did nothing. That tells me the fault may lie in the EMF reader, not the devices, as the organometer has many times made people feel less pain. It could be that the frequency we're looking for is not detectable on this type of EMF reader. With this in mind, I mentioned this to our science correspondent who had this to say. Following our preliminary update videos, which suggested that no measurable electromagnetic energy or frequency was detected using the orgonite pyramid, the same reader was used on the organometer. The results were the same. Nothing was detected. This made us question the calibration and sensitivity of this particular reader, due to having positive results we've received in the past. Moving forward, before we can form any meaningful conclusions, we need to research and investigate other EMF readers that are capable of detecting a range of frequencies. This will enable us to use the correct equipment for detection of orgone energy within measurable parameters. Moving forward, this will make our further experiments valid and reliable. We will be seeking a more accurate EMF reader, just like this one that we mentioned before. Using one like this, we'll retest the experiment. This ambitious project will be done while also beginning our next series of experiments. We were very encouraged by the feedback from our plant growth video. So much so that we've expanded the idea into performing a controlled greenhouse experiment. This will involve 2 mini greenhouses in which the only variable is an orgonite pyramid in one of them. The Duchess, i.e. grandmother, has very kindly offered to host this in her garden, which we deliberately selected since it has mirror conditions, no shade from trees above. The thyme in both greenhouses will be planted and watered under exactly the same circumstances. Be sure to see our next update, in which we will show the results of the controlled experiment. Before this video concludes, I'd like to point out that we've been painfully stuck a stone's throw from monetization for around a month and a half. With this in mind, I'd like to encourage some of you to check out one of the following: our comedy about the history of medicine, our iceberg video on hidden technology, or our documentary on the Rife beam, which was hidden by the same forces that kept orgonomic devices a secret from us for many decades. Thanks again for watching, and please subscribe and like this video if you haven't already. You're also invited to jump into our Discord server to talk with us, as I'm in fairly often and would love to swap some ideas. When it comes to the next update, we're as excited to show the results as you are to see them.